Alright, we're going to rebuild another carburetor. This is a Tillotson HS26A carburetor that came off of a Homelite Super XL-700. Here's the kit that I got. Coming in the mail. We're going to go ahead and do a quick rebuild. And I'm actually not going to clean any of this off. I'm just going to put it in my soaker just because I'm curious to see how it does with this. No particular reason. I could blow it off, but I'm not. I'm just kind of curious to see how I guess you can call it my secret sauce, cleans up my carburetors. Just to see how well it does. And if you're curious, I do have a secret sauce for cleaning carburetors. It's very easy to get. And if you're curious, it's right here. That's my secret sauce. So, yep, kills germs. So, let's try the secret sauce on this carburetor. Now, this does not have a hard diaphragm or anything. Nothing, nothing telling me that it really needed rebuilt, except the way it looks. The saw was ran with a really horrible air filter, and you can see what happened. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a rebuild since I'm going over the whole saw, and just to make sure, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, so here we go. Time for some secret sauce. And there we go. We're soaking in the secret sauce. Alrighty. You see all those little particles floating around in there already? See, whenever I'm done, I just keep reusing it. I just run it through a coffee filter to soak out all to get all the little particles out, and I just keep reusing the solution. But I think that one bottle is cleaned. I think this is the 6th carburetor. So there we go. Some of my secret sauce working on the carb. And this will soak for 24 hours before I pull it out of there. All right. See you soon. All right, we've got 24 hours of soaking in our special sauce. So next I'm going to drain it back into the container, and I put a coffee filter there to help catch any particles. So this is going to take a little while to drain it back through, but I'm going to drain it back into the original container and then give everything a good rinse. All right, so I drained everything back into the container, and I ran it through a coffee filter just to make sure all the little fine particles are drained out or screened out. So now we're good and ready for the next time. Time to rinse. All right, so I figured I'd give you a shot here to show you how clean my special sauce got it. Doesn't look too bad if you ask me. Look at the high and low jets. Can I get them to focus? See how clean they are? I think that special sauce works pretty good if you ask me. Now, one piece of advice. This is very, very important. The special sauce is going to take every single trace of oil or anything that you have on these parts. And after you rinse them, you expose them to moisture, and they are going to start to develop a thin coating of rust extremely quickly. So the first thing you need to do is to put a light coat of oil or something on them to help prevent rust. I just use my 2-stroke oil. This is a 2-stroke oil I use, and I just put a really thin layer on all the parts to help prevent it. So if you don't want them to rust up, you better oil them rather quickly. All right, that's going to be my next step. So there we go, one reassembled carburetor. I don't think it turned out so bad. I know it looks better. There may not have been anything wrong with it, but I just like to be certain. These kits are cheap, and it's not hard to do. They'll start to finish, like with a screwdriver. It takes one screwdriver. A flathead screwdriver is all you need to do this, and start to finish it only takes maybe 20 minutes of actual work. The rest of it is just waiting for it to soak. Now there are those two little, I'm forgetting the name, what they're called, those plugs. There's, you can pull those out and change all that, but I only do that if I seem to have carburetor issues that this process that I just didn't fix. That's the only time I tear into those. But I got a light coat of 2-stroke oil on it, real light coat, just to help prevent rust. That solution will kind of encourage rust pretty quickly if you don't coat it with oil. And I find the 2-stroke oil seems to work really best. So there you go. Assembled and waiting.